No, what is it?
It's the fucking it's stupid Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, but they're these cat demon bitches, and
we're live, so yeah.
Oh, okay, we're live.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nobody's here, but we're live.
Okay.
I was gonna say that would be a funny way to start. Cat demon bitches. So what is a cat demon? Well, I'll tell you. No, really.
So we're the topic is supposed to be like Batman, right? Or we could start with Batman.
I guess we could. It's whatever y'all want to do. I mean.
Well, I heard it didn't suck, so there's that.
What have you heard, T-Biz? Mixed reviews, or everyone says it's awesome, or what?
I don't know. I'm down for it. I'm ready for it, man. I'm not gonna be all like a negative Nancy or whatever. Be all like, or be like it's gonna be this way or that way, or I'm down either way.
We've all seen the figures, yeah.
A little bit. I'm not really hyped on all that. Like, to be honest with you.
I thought about getting Battinson and the Bat Cycle maybe, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, I'm not too hyped or whatever on the figures.
I'm not big into movie figures anymore because it's like they'll make them and then they'll make them better like a year from now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
At least in the Marvel Legends world, that's what they do all the time. They'll make it. It'll suck the first time because it's based off concept art.
Yeah.
And then they'll do it again. It'll be a lot better. And it's like, well, why did I spend the money the first time? It's freaking bogus.
Catwoman is played by Lenny Kravitz's daughter?
That's crazy, yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, something else.
And then, whatchamacallit, we have a Penguin is played by Colin Farrell?
For real? I haven't seen Colin Farrell in anything in like forever, dude.
I've got to get away.
It's been a while.
Wait, did I just give a spoiler?
What?
Probably. I don't know.
Well,
I have no idea. But yeah, I don't know.
What? That Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman?
No. You guys know Penguin's in it, right?
Yeah, because the action figures are at Target and stuff. Yeah.
Right. And I had heard that the Penguin was played by Colin Farrell. Wasn't he Bullseye?
El Tenda, hey, what's up, man? El Tenda just joined the stream. Yeah, we're just talking about the new Batman, trying to figure out what's up with if it's gonna. I think it's gonna be good personally. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
El Tenda says good eve and night. Time for bed almost. He's got to go to work. Yeah, this is a Tuesday night stream, so it's our weekend or our forever weekend or whatever. I don't know.
Or whatever weekend.
That's funny. Well, good to see you, man. Oh yeah. He said hopefully. Yeah.
And then the Riddler is in it too, right?
Yeah, I got the Riddler, the Penguin, Catwoman.
That's a lot. Do you think that's too much?
That is quite a bit, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to see it because I think it was at the discount theater tonight, where you could go see it for half off. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? The Chris Nolan trilogy. They had Scarecrow, Joker, and Two-Face all in the same.
Yeah. So you got a point there.
Yeah.
I think the only movie that really had 3 villains and did it wrong was Spider-Man 3.
Okay. Let me ask. Do you guys know how long the movie is? Is it like 2 hours long?
Not even.
2.5 probably.
One of us should be IMDbing this or whatever.
Right. Well, sometimes you kind of don't want to know too much before you go in, right?
Yeah.
So are you one of those T-Biz where you'd rather go in with a blank slate?
I'd like to be surprised.
Okay. So
Bone Breaking Action just tuned in, man. What's up, man? Yeah, we're just doing a little live stream talking about that new Batman movie. And anything else, I suppose, too. Whatever comes to mind tonight. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's one scene in the movie that wasn't shown at any pre-screenings or anything. It only it was exclusive to the theatrical release of the movie.
Okay.
Public theatrical release. It's a scene that hasn't been in any trailers. It wasn't at any early screenings or pre-screenings or anything like that. So I don't know what it is. I haven't heard what it is, but
Now, the Marvel films are notorious for the Easter eggs. Do the DC films have that?
I heard this one does.
Really? Wow. Well, that's interesting. So you got to make sure to sit through the end credits. Is that?
I don't know if it has an end credit scene, but it has Easter eggs in it.
Okay, so then, what do you guys think of the Batmobile design?
I like it. It's gritty. It's like a muscle car. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a hot rod muscle car, you know. It's
For sure.
It's not like your regular like anything from the 80s, you know, 90s or the 60s. It's a little more, just more like I guess, and it's not all like crazy like was it the Bat Tumbler thing or whatever that thing was.
Yeah.
But
I have to be honest. I know everyone loves to worship Chris Nolan. I'm gonna put it nicely, but the Tumbler and the Bat and the design of the vehicles in those movies, I didn't like them at all. I didn't care for those at all.
It is the ugliest Batmobile ever, in my
I'm
opinion.
like, it worked when Bane was driving it, but not when Batman was.
Yeah, it works better for Bane. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that because this will be an hour-long read.
So you guys think that the new for this Patterson Batman, this Batmobile, like if it's gonna be like year one, it kind of makes more sense that it looks more like a.
It looks more like a regular car, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it was in the old comics too. It was just like a Cadillac with a big fin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Wasn't that on Tubi? I think Tubi TV, the old Batman serial, the black and white.
66 was on.
But
I was watching 66, but you're talking about like even before that.
I think they have that on there, yeah, on
The
Tubi.
black and white one.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Was that a movie or a TV show?
It was a serial, and I think they might have. I think it was a serial you go see at the theater and stuff like that, man.
And the dude was like, wasn't he kind of fat?
Yeah. It wasn't like it wasn't a beast of a dude or
it's
anything
like
like that.
Dark Knight Returns, Pat.
And they fought some guy called the Wizard, I think. Oh, Bone Breaking Action just yep, Tubi. He says it's on Tubi too. So yeah, thanks, man. So we had to clear that up.
And does he have a Robin or is it just him?
That was a Robin. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
I've seen the photos and the mask looks like it doesn't even fit right.
It looks like it's just made out of like probably like I guess terry cloth or something like that. I don't know.
yeah. It's not. It's before the latex, right? So.
Oh yeah, or before anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's. I bet a lot of actors would have preferred that though.
Or not made out of rayon or something like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Man, that is insane.
It's like a real life Mego suit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, what are some of y'all's favorite Batmans movie-wise?
Mask of the Phantasm. That's it.
I like the first Batman movie. I like the Michael Keaton stuff. I like let me see. Oh, with Bone Break Action just chimed in. Batman Search. I ain't seen it, but if it's the long-eared one, looks tough like it's series or Batman serial. But I was gonna say I think of Michael Keaton, 66, and I don't mind the Christian Bale movies. I wouldn't say they're my favorite. I don't mind them.
I like the first two.
I think that's about it. Yeah.
Christian Bale ones. I like the first two Christian Bale ones. The third one I like 75% of, but that last 25% is why I don't like it as much.
See, okay, so you guys telling me you don't really care for the Bat flick?
But he didn't really get his own movie.
No, you're right. He didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Into like team-up movies. I thought he was a good Batman, but he never got his own movie.
There wasn't enough substance to be like, okay, we didn't have enough Batman for that. It's like.
Yeah.
It's like he should have got his own movie. It boggles my mind because you watch that warehouse scene from Batman v Superman. Ben Affleck's a good Batman, and it's just underutilized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we threw him in Justice League and threw him in Batman v Superman. I'm like, well, maybe they're trying to save room for the other characters, but it's like, here's the thing: Warner Bros. Sucks and didn't have movies for those other characters.
Yeah, but I have to agree with Overlord too that Mask of the Phantasm is pretty good, and even though I don't know why I didn't think about it as a movie, because I just think about it as just fitting with the whole cartoon series, you know.
The Phantasm movie is that it wasn't in theaters for like more than a month. It was only in theaters for maybe a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It bombed. It tanked. It did terrible because you had Disney movies, and those are pretty much the dominant animated movie. Anything else that came out that was competing with those got squashed, and I think it came out. When the heck did that come out? Did that come out the same year as Lion King? Because if it did, then that's why it bombed.
Yeah, I couldn't really compete with that. Yeah.
Lion King just straight destroyed everything else. It was either Lion King or Toy Story, because those were like the two that smoked like that. Also, any other animated movie I liked that came out at the time pretty much got smoked by those.
And you know what? You guys bring up a good point, because I can't even think of anything other than Disney or Pixar type movies being like. Have you heard of a superhero animated movie that did well in theaters?
That was I think Mask of the Phantasm, unless you want to count the Iron Giant, because that's more.
Right, but
that's closer, but not really.
Yeah,
it's the Incredibles, which was an original property.
But that still feels more like
Yeah,
but there's no DC or Marvel anything that's been. No, the Spider-Man movie, but I don't know if it the Miles Morales movie.
That did well.
But I don't think it. I don't think it just blew. It's no Star Wars or anything like that, or no regular Spider-Man movie. It seems like the live stuff always probably does a little bit better. Because I think also you've got people. Sorry, you got people that just don't want to watch cartoons. Like they'll go see a Spider-Man, they'll go see a Batman, but they might not want to see cartoons.
Yeah, the thing with especially the hand-drawn, the old-school animation that I prefer over CGI any freaking day of the week, if you ask me, is the reason that, and the last 2D animated film to land in theaters was Princess and the Frog, which was a Disney movie, but it didn't do as well as the 3D animated ones because a lot of people saw that hand-drawn stuff as more kid stuff. When I am kind of the opposite, I see the 3D CGI movies as more kid stuff, and the 2D stuff more adult. Tebus knows what I'm talking about when I say Hunchback of Notre Dame was freaking dank.
Yeah.
That was some dank. That was a G-rated dank arse movie with like boobs and nudity and religious taboos and references.
Well, Disney gets dark sometimes. Disney can get pretty dark,
blasphemy and crap. Like if you wanna not like church and stuff, watch that movie.
Or organized religion.
It's like that movie's some super dank, and what is it? The one I've been obsessing with over the past couple of days is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which wasn't even a theatrical release, but it changed the game as far as direct-to-DVD or VHS at the time anyways, movies go, because it was so dark and took itself seriously, even though, yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo movie, but there's actual, like, real zombies in it, and you actually get to see people rot and fall to pieces in it.
So speaking of which, the South Park movie, I enjoyed that. And that's not typical.
It's all done with it.
But yeah, and we've been, if you're talking about Disney, back to Disney, we were talking about Sleeping Beauty last time.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. It's all boring up until like the last 20 minutes. Kind of like Avengers Endgame, except that was 3 hours and Sleeping Beauty was like an hour.
Yeah, you almost wish like they started right at the end. The ending.
It's like they could have just made this 20 minutes short. What is my favorite obscure Disney films is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Because it's Sleepy Hollow and Wind in the Willows. Wind in the Willows is really funny, and then Sleepy Hollow has probably my favorite interpretation of the Headless Horseman.
Okay.
Of all time in it, and he's pretty straight and narrow. He's not complex or anything like the Johnny Depp movie, but he's just like all black, red cape, sword, pumpkin head on fire.
Yeah.
I have a thing with dudes with flaming heads, I guess. But he has like the coolest laugh of all time, and that's probably why I like it so much, because I can't stick that laugh. The laugh is so...
Is it super echoey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen it, dude.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't have my Disney account anymore right now. How did we get?
We give you a copyright flag.
Yeah, but I could still at least check it out. But yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, you can just watch. It's in clips, but it's pretty much all on YouTube. There might be like 2 minutes missing, but for the most part, it's on.
So the three of us, we're open-minded to see, like, let's say if they made an animated horror film, we have no problem watching it.
No, I love good cartoon, man. I love good.
Check some
Yeah.
animated horror out the other day.
Yeah.
Rotting corpses and demon cat bitches and messed up backstories that makes you almost feel sorry for the evil.
One thing I've never seen, because I was watching a bunch of westerns a week ago, was old westerns. There's never been an animated western movie. I don't think.
That's true. I can't
There
think
was a Jonah Hex cartoon standalone that's pretty close, but other than that, because this was just straightforward Jonah Hex. It didn't have like the time travel or the robot horse or anything.
Yeah.
He just straight up met a prostitute and pretty much just whooped her ass and then left her for dead. That was it. It's like 40 minutes. Pretty short.
Because there's that one game, was it Red Dead Redemption or whatever? They could do something on that.
Yeah, I think they're doing a Red Dead Redemption movie on Netflix.
Because somebody mentioned that, I think maybe in another stream or not too long ago, or somebody mentioned that.
I never played
Did the other day because I saw the commercial for it on TV or something. My dad used to play the heck out of that game. That was a good game.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Is it open world?
Pretty much, yeah. You can go from, like, the Wild West to, like, north, like, where there's snow and stuff.
Wow. Okay.
And you can beat up hookers.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, yeah.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, but in the Wild West. And what's funny is my dad will be riding his horse and, like, the prostitutes will, like, run at him and stuff. And you could just, like, shoot him or kick him or beat him up. It's kind of messed up, but it's like, you know what? You were just going to jack my stuff anyways, man.
We haven't seen a good Western in a while, right?
I saw one last year, remember?
No, but like recent, like recent.
Yeah, come out in theater, so...
No, come out theaters.
Yeah.
Well, what were some of the old Westerns you were checking out?
Oh, there's mostly John Wayne stuff. It's mostly like Hondo, El Dorado, and that's why I made a post on my Instagram at one point, because I just watched like a crap load of was it the Sons of Katie Elder, like just a ton of those. And then about a month before that, I watched a bunch of Clint Eastwood ones too, and stuff like Fistful of Dollars, Hang 'em High, all that stuff, you know.
Oh wow, which one did you prefer?
Out of which ones? The John Wayne's or the?
Or like if you compare the two, because for me, I'm a total Clint Eastwood guy. John Wayne was a little bit past for me. It was older, so
I like them both, but there's the spaghetti westerns, you know, that Clint Eastwood did, and I think I like the one where was it a Fistful of Dollars or for a few more dollars. It's the one where he's basically going in between these two, like there's like a crime boss or whatever, and then there's a family, and they're trying to get control.
That's the first one.
Yeah, that one. I thought that one was pretty good because I liked his character in that one because he's kind of playing them. He's kind of in between all that and like going back and forth.
Obvious, my favorite Clint Eastwood movie would be.
Yeah, High Plains Drifter.
It's Ghost Rider minus the flaming skull. Pretty much.
Or it's The Crow. You know, it's a dead dude that comes back and gets revenge.
I like that one, and I like the one with Clint Eastwood's not in it, but there's is it Bread and Tombstone with Danny Trejo?
I haven't seen that. Is that with zombies?
That one's pretty cool. There's some more occulty type theme to it, but yeah, it's really good.
Okay, yeah.
They actually made a figure of him from that movie, I think.
Huh. And isn't there a sequel to that?
I don't know.
I
don't remember there being one. I remember there being an awesome movie with Kurt Russell that came out in 2015 called Bone Tomahawk that my good buddy Vampire told me about last year.
we gotta go there. If you bring up westerns, we gotta bring it up.
Was it Bone Breaking Action said, I like Bai Ling. I don't know who that or B Ling is. I don't know who Bai Ling is.
Bai Ling?
Yeah.
Isn't she Wild Wild West?
The Wild Wild West.
Maybe so. I don't know. I've never seen the Wild Wild West. Never seen that.
With what's his name?
Will Smith and what's his face? The dude that's fish odor.
Burger King.
The guy that's on fish odor on Bob's Burgers. Kevin Kline.
Yeah. He was in a fish called Wanda. What's his name?
Yeah, Kevin Kline. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kevin Kline.
And Bone Breaking Action also mentioned The Crow. Yeah, so he's a Crow fan too. I don't think I've ever really solidly watched The Crow. I don't really think I have.
No, dude, you should. It was one of the earlier superhero movies that did so well.
Because I remember the comics, I remember the movie. I've seen like bits and pieces. I know the soundtrack of it, pretty well. But I don't think I've ever just sat and really just watched it.
It's good, man. It's good.
Gonna have to do that sometime soon.
I like The Crow too. Also, the City of Angels one.
A lot of people like it. Yeah.
I thought it's not the first one, but
no, that dude, isn't it a French actor? He did a really good job.
I like how he goes after each of the gang one by one, whereas in the first one it just seemed like it was the one guy. It seemed like the gang in the second one there was more like character to the individual.
I see.
People involved in the gang as opposed to the first one where it just seemed like he went after that thrash metal band looking guy.
And then there was
totally impaled his head on a gargoyle's horn, metal hater.
There was a third one, and I think the fourth one had Edward Furlong in it as the Crow, which was by that time.
I haven't seen.
Oh, and then Bone Breaking Action said, Bai Ling, hot Asian on The Crow, LOL. Okay, all right. Okay.
Oh, that's right. She was in The Crow. She was the witch.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she was also I think she was in Wild Wild West, and yeah. So she was in both of those.
The Crow. I need to figure that dude somehow.
Hey man, so yeah, that was one of the earlier superhero films. If you think about it, there was also The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's true, but I kept thinking it was Sylvester's the Word, but it was
no.
Dolph Lundgren. That's who it was.
Yeah, and then
good old
since you're doing that, Judge Dredd, that was another one.
Yeah.
And the law.
I don't think I've ever watched Judge Dredd, man.
I have. It was on Sci-Fi.
I don't think I've ever watched Judge Dredd, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Right? It was pretty good.
We could just do a whole stream on things I've never seen before.
Wow, how ironic! I've seen more of the stuff we're talking about the TV.
I know, right?
I'm Captain Under a Rock here.
Okay, so have you guys seen all three Blades?
I think I've seen the first one, maybe.
I've seen the first one all the way through. If I see the second, I remember most of it, and I definitely probably haven't seen the third.
Okay, the third had Dracula in it. That was supposed to be the Dracula, you know.
Did he look like a pretty boy, or did he actually look like he could do some damage?
He looked like he could do both, actually. He looked like he could charm women, but he also looked like, you don't want to mess with this guy.
So it's like Bela Lugosi and Nosferatu's love child. Okay, sweet.
That plus, let's say 300.
Jeez, oh Pete.
He looked like a warrior. He looked like a Spartan.
This is Transylvania.
Oh man, that's the quote of the night.
I've never seen that whole movie, but who doesn't know the Leonidas meme?
Yeah, dude. T-Miz, did you see that?
What's that?
300?
Yeah, a long time ago. I think I saw it in the theater.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
What made you go see it?
I don't know. I forgot who I went to go see it with. It's a Frank Miller movie, so I had to see it because of that, first and foremost.
It is Frank Miller.
But
It's
I know I saw it with some friends, but I can't remember who I saw it with. I know I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, T-Miz, back me up on this. It's Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on a graphic novel, I think. And then he had another movie too that was kind of coincided with that I think I've seen after that one. And then later on, it's not the same movie or franchise, but they had the Clash of the Titans reboot.
Oh,
I liked the Clash of the Titans reboot movies, all two of them.
Yeah.
all two of them.
I thought they were really cool. I liked those. And everyone's gonna be like, the original's better. I'm sorry, but that Kraken looks silly. I know it's old, but
Did you see the original Overlord?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen the toys and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't sat. I've seen the trailer for the original, and all I thought, I was a kid at the time. Remember, I was like, that is some silly looking movie.
I really like the Kraken design, but look, let me tell you this, right? In the original, T-Biz, how many special items did Perseus get?
What is it like the you got the owl, right? Or
The owl, yeah.
the Medusa head.
The shield sword, or were those just regular? Whatever.
Well, he had the sword.
Okay.
And then he had an invisible helmet.
What about the shield? Wasn't that a shield too, or no?
Right, he had the shield. And so was that it? That's four different weapons.
Okay.
I feel like he got most of that stuff in the movie.
In the new one, it was really just the sword and the shield. Was that it?
Medusa head. He got the Medusa head.
Yeah. Well, of course. But that wasn't really given to him. Was the shield anything special in the new one, or it was just there?
I just remember he had to use the shield to fight the Medusa or to lop her head off or whatever in
Yeah.
the old movie.
That's all I remember.
I don't remember much of seeing the reboot. Like I've just seen the reboot. I saw it, at Tinseltown, but like I don't. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I like the design of the Kraken and what is it, Liam Neeson Zeus?
And who was the Hades?
I don't remember who Hades was, but
Ralph Fiennes.
he looked like he belonged in Deicide. But then what is it? What about the ferryman design? How he was like actually part of the boat.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I always like when they make Charon like part of the boat and he's like stuck there because what else is he gonna do?
But no, T-Biz, the Red Dragon is the freaking Hades in Clash of the Titans.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that guy, Ralph Fiennes, the guy that played the Red Dragon. Yeah, from those films.
Oh, didn't he have to have the eye from the witches?
Oh, yeah, from the Stygian witches.
Yeah. So give us the eye, the eye.
Yeah. Is that what they're called? The Fates? They have the eye that they toss around?
Okay, yeah. Look, the original Clash of the Titans was, I don't know, maybe it was more like the Dark Crystal in a way. Like it felt.
It was Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah, it was. But that gives you kind of a more because Dark Crystal was Jim Henson.
Yeah.
So you have a very stylized, it's almost like
I had seen
Tim Burton
here. That's Ray Harryhausen related. Is The Voyages of Sinbad.
Oh, nice. Did you like that one?
I like that one quite a bit. Actually, I like the skeleton scene. Those things look freaking real. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
The skeletons look more real than the Cyclops did. I'm like, the skeletons.
Yeah, you can't beat that stuff. I'd rather see stuff like that on special effects versus CGI any day.
Right. In the 90s, when they first started doing CGI stuff, it was so bad because it was just way too sped up.
Well, when I think of the first CGI stuff, I think of the Batman Digital Justice. I think of even though that was a book, and then I think of Reboot, the cartoon, and I think of Beast Wars. You know,
I don't mind any of those, but like movie wise, like do you remember Species?
I remember that, but I don't think I've seen it, but I remember it because
That was
it's
all
like the
great.
chick that turns into a monster or whatever, right?
Yeah, it was all great until once she turns into the monster's all CGI, and it was just way too fast.
Man, that's almost a list for a good movie list too. Is like movies with chicks that are kind of scary or monstrous. With the what's that other movie, Teeth?
Teeth.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. She has teeth down there,
I
right?
think in her hoo ha or whatever or something.
Of course we went there. No, what is it? You want to talk bad CGI? How about Malbolgia?
Hey man, I true, but that was 90s. That's the era we're talking about. So, but
it's like he looks like a PS1 boss, while Violator looks freaking sweet. I'm like, what?
that is true. But I still
even
like
Spawn's
that movie.
cape looked better than he did.
I still like that movie so much, though. Yeah.
I like that movie too, but I'm just like, Malbolgia looks like some cheap PS1 graphics with Frank Welker doing his Dr. Claw voice. What the?
No, I understand if people they don't.
That Spawn game for the PlayStation 1 was horrible. I had that game. That game sucked bad.
That was freaking hard.
It was blocky.
Armageddon?
No, this is like the first Spawn game ever. I forgot what it was called. It's just Spawn or whatever. But like, yeah, it was real blocky.
There's one at Spawn Armageddon, and it's super freaking hard. Keith David voices them in that one.
Actually, it's known as to be one of the worst PS1 games ever made, right?
Yeah, it's just real blocky, and I remember playing it, and I just remember just getting nowhere with it, and just getting bored and not messing with it at all.
Yeah, no, I heard it's real bad, which is unfortunate, you know. It's because it's such.
I like Spawn in the Demon's Hand personally. That was on the same Dreamcast. It's like Twisted Metal without the cars. You just go around and beat the crap out of each other. It's like
nice.
All right, wait up. Bone Breaking Action's got a comment. The chick on VHS. Then they did a spin-off Siren. Know what I'm talking about? Best scary hot chick VHS best movie. I have to look that up, man.
VHS.
Oh, VHS.
I know I've seen it.
Let me see.
Fact, didn't they make a part 2?
I think I've seen somebody post that on Instagram. Maybe. Let me see.
It's been a while, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Let me see. Because through the use of technology, I can do many things at once and still have everybody on screen.
I think it's V/H/S, right? It's something like that.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Getting close. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Cast. Calvin Reeder, Anna Wingard, Hannah Fearman. I don't know anybody in this movie. I don't think. Yeah.
In that Star Trek movie, there was that the She-Borg. I mean, she was awesome. Played by Alex Pryde.
That was a 2012 movie. Let me see, and then let me see Siren. Look that up.
We still haven't seen a female Predator yet, Overlord.
That's in the comments.
That's been a running joke for a long time. Okay, let's see this.
That goes back to when I.
The 2016 movie. Okay. Oh, it's Hannah Fearman or whatever her name is. Yeah. Okay. That's who he's talking about. Okay. I'm gonna have to IMDb her. All right. Let's see.
I don't know if you had a Predator girlfriend. I mean, you know, she's gonna protect you big time, right?
Yeah, she'll also kill you. Yeah.
She'll protect from feed you, so
You'd be afraid of nothing except for her, maybe. Don't piss her off.
Okay, she's in a bunch of
like hide in
shows and
bushes do
movies.
that when like the male people come by. See if I can or the Jehovah Witnesses, and then if it is like a telemarketer come up with the freaking spear and the blade sticking out of my arm and crap.
The only thing, though, a female predator's expectations, she would probably request.
She'd probably expect you to be able to hunt too. That's the problem.
Yeah, you'd be a warrior. She's gonna be like, "Here, go take out that buffalo with this rock."
Well, this chick's in a lot of stuff, man.
Okay.
The chick that Bone Breaking Action was talking about, she's in a lot of stuff, man. She's in Creep Show, The Show.
It sounds like a horror legend.
So she's in. These are all recent movies too, like Terror Trips. Let's see, Horror Nights.
Obviously, she's attractive.
No, she's not bad looking. Wouldn't say she's my type, but she's not bad looking.
Oh,
she got big eyes.
Not your type.
Well, I'm picky. I don't know. And then I also mentioned else if you guys don't know the VHS movies, you're missing out. You need to check them out. Then Don't Break an Action. Probably.
No, you want to know what the
VHS
freakiest like female character?
I have to look it up, man.
It's the Banshee from Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
I'm curious now. I'm gonna have to look up that movie, man. See if I can find it to watch, man.
I'm drawing a blank for some reason. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen horror, but I've seen a lot of horror in my day. So I just
Darby O'Gill and the Little People's live action Disney movie. It's just like, oh man, that Banshee's freakier than all get out. Oh my god.
Oh, you can watch that VHS movie on Tubi, man. It's on Tubi TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we should do that. We should definitely watch.
Yeah. It is
watch that, and then yeah, we could do a review on it.
For sure. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, if we start it right now, it's gonna be too late. Yeah.
Talk 2 hours later.
You know what I've been watching on Tubi TV is I started watching the RoboCop stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some good stuff, man. I started. What did I start with? I watched 3. I watched 1. I haven't watched 2 yet. And then, they made like the TV show for RoboCop, and like the pilot was 90 minutes. It was like a movie length. So I watched that, and then I watched another one that was like a 90-minute. I think that's all it was. Kind of like a made-for-TV movie. Didn't really care too much for that one. It was called the villain in it. The rival was called Bone Machine.
That sounds pretty funny. I'm gonna lie, that sounds pretty funny. Either really cool or really funny.
Freeze.
No, but Bone Breaking Action mentioned some more on the chick on this movie. I guess that she I'm gonna say it takes a guy and rides him, and she puts her gargo tail in his butt, and then there's 3 of them. One of them sucks. The other 2 are a treat. And then I was thinking about all the Tubi RoboCop stuff too. Okay.
Is this horror or porn?
Well, man, there's that show, The Boys. It's like a superhero show, and this chick is having sex with the dude, and she uses her thighs to like basically like crush his face or his head, and his brains like fly out of his skull, like
That's kind of like the James Bond chick in what is it, GoldenEye? Famke. She did that.
I like Famke Janssen or whatever. I liked her in was it The Faculty. I like that movie a lot.
That was an awesome movie. The Faculty. That was great.
It also had Fraser's wife from Cheers. She was like the principal in that movie or whatever, something like that.
And whatchamacallit? She was also in a horror movie called Deep Rising.
Mm.
I know that also sounds kind of not political.
That sounds like a pervert thing.
But no, it takes place like in the Southeast Asia's Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, okay.
There was this big old sea monster, and it attacks like a cruise ship, and she's one of the people on the cruise ship. Yeah, it was a cool movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Man, South Asia has some of the most jacked folklore crap I've ever seen.
Makes me think of that other movie, The Island.
The Island.
It's all about the Mangala. Oh my god. A female vampire head with wings sticking out of it, and the guts from its body are hanging out of the bottom of the head. I'm like, what the hell?
It sounds like you want an action figure of that.
No.
And Bone Breaking Action also brought up. Bone Breaking Action brought up in the comments. I thought Texas Chainsaw 22 was great. Am I alone?
I haven't seen it. I'm a big fan of the whole franchise. Pretty much like everything else. So I'll probably like this one too.
What's that on? I wonder if it's like.
Yeah, I don't know where you can see it. I know a lot of people weren't too crazy about it. I saw some of the reviews, but like I said, I've enjoyed every single other chainsaw stuff.
Yeah,
even the ones like the fans hated.
That would be something interesting to see it get its own animated thing. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
chainsaw animated freaking. And they have full length. Coming to you from the fine folks of Warner Brothers, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the animated movie.
Yeah.
Direct to DVD.
So that's one where they could do finally a female Leatherface.
Or do her all like, was it Bushido style or whatever, if I'm pronouncing it right?
Bishojo? Bishojo style? Yeah.
Oh, he said Netflix, and he found it free on BitChute. I've heard of BitChute before.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix, so...
Yeah, Netflix is on the shelf right now, and so is Disney for now. Hulu, I have Hulu because of my phone, but yeah, I'll always have Hulu. I won't get rid of Hulu.
Yeah, but anything I watch has been on Tubi recently.
Yeah, Tubi's not bad, man. I saw, what did I see on there that was cool? First thing I saw was I forgot what it's called, man. It's an old vampire movie, but this girl, she goes to like a boarding school or something, and it's like
Spawn of Dracula,
something like that, or whatever, and Blood of Dracula, something like that, and she gets turned into like a vampire or whatever. She starts killing all the other kids at the school and stuff, and like because this teacher like either hypnotizes her somehow or does something.
It's an amulet.
Yeah, an amulet or whatever for her to turn into a vampire, and she kills like her boyfriend and all these people at school, and like
she doesn't kill her boyfriend.
Oh, she didn't? I forgot. It's been a while since we watched that.
She ran from him, so she didn't kill him.
Okay.
This is 60s?
Like 50s. It's all black and white.
50s. Black and white.
Wow.
Like, what, an hour?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Wow, that's cool. So this is pre-Hammer.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is back when white people ruled the world, because it was like nothing but white folks, and like there's
look at all these white people
killing each other. It's like it's just, I don't know. It's funny. It's just an old ass movie, but it was really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I saw Blackula on there, and I enjoyed that.
That's funny. The inspiration for Dracula and the Grim Adventures of Billy and Men. I'm Dracula. I don't drink blood. I live.
I like those that I might still have it. It was Black Belt Jones. That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
What is it, Bubba Hotep?
That one's good too. That's on. I think that's on Tubi, man.
Freaking.
It's either on Tubi or on Hulu. Bubba Hotep.
I think it's on Tubi.
Yeah.
Guys, since they started making the Mego figure, the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, is that on Tubi?
We'll have to look it
What's
up.
that?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
We'll have to look it up, man.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Tiba's watched Mars Attacks last year.
Oh, the Tim Burton one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. That wasn't a bad movie, man. It was funny.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
It's silly, you know, and that's early CGI too. That's pretty early.
What is it? It's all the only alien movie I've really been watching bits and pieces of Scooby and the Alien Invaders. You notice the pattern me?
Well, I started watching the V remake. Have you guys seen that? The V, remember V from the 80s?
Yeah, that show that I was like scared to watch that as a kid, man. Like I wouldn't
They
watch.
remade it starring with the girlfriend from Deadpool. What was her name?
Oh God, she was in Gotham too.
Yeah, that girl is she's the leader of the V's, and it's pretty good so far. I'm watching it, and I'm about halfway through.
That's got T-Biz's beloved reptile people.
Yeah, that's right. They're pretty vicious.
It's all the lizard from Spider-Man.
We got our first spam comment in here. Had to get rid of that in the comment section.
Oh gosh.
Ew.
I hate that stuff.
Going on the tear with Captain Crunch commercials.
So that actress, she plays the leader of the V people. She says she needs an army, so she has like all these guys lined up that look really buff. They're jacked, and they all look like alpha soldiers. And then she picks one, and then she basically sleeps with the guy, and it's not erotic in any way. I mean, it's mechanical, right? So she just sleeps with the guy, and then after she's done, she's like, okay, it's been done, and then she goes, the eggs will be fertilized or whatever, and she's like, but now they need nutrition, and she eats them.
Bone Breaking Action asked, "Where are you watching V90s?" I'm dying to see it.
The V, it's on Tubi TV.
Oh, Tubi. Okay.
Yeah. Everything I watch is on Tubi TV or YouTube, but yeah, it's Tubi. Yeah.
Well, I remember the old V show when I was a kid, and I was like totally scared to watch it. It just looked totally creepy and totally scary to me. Like I remember that way back in the day. Like.
Yeah, dude, I remember my classmates, they were all talking about it, and they were like, it was real. Like, it's based off of a true story. And I was like, what? So, yeah, it was like, amongst grade school kids, it was like our creepypasta or urban legend back then.
Then you had was it Automan, and I don't remember Automan that well, but a friend on what was it Mr. Cyberdrone, he was in Automan, and then but he's over in the UK, and then there's Street Hawk, all that old stuff.
This is Street Hawk. That was awesome, man. With the bike.
Yeah, I like to find those, man. Jeez.
Not to be confused with Dark Hawk or.
No, yeah, this is a motorcycle show, but the way it started was pretty much from Blue Thunder. Then they made Airwolf, and then so we got these super helicopters, and of course there was Knight Rider, the super car. So then it's like, let's make a super motorcycle, and that was Street Hawk.
Was that Highway to the Danger Zone?
This is before that. Oh, Bone Break Action chimed in. He said, "Man, thanks. I've been wanting to watch this V for years. It is real. There's lizard people everywhere." I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Awesome.
Some people don't, but I do.
Yeah, that is awesome. I think he'll enjoy it. It kind of some of the messages in there is definitely reflects today. It's kind of freaky. Yeah.
Orwellian, or maybe, as they would say.
One of the things they say is the biggest threat to humankind is devotion. they were saying that's the biggest weapon.
Oh yeah.
When people get devoted, they go crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and that can stir up a lot of stuff, as we see today.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the message of the movie that they keep bringing up is devotion.
I would like to do like a movie that's like super terrifying and messed up and has a lot of kind of taboo stuff that's relevant today, and just have like a goofy, cartoony message at the end of the story. Be all, politicians, they suck. Later. Have like a flute playing in it. Politicians, they suck. For real. Have
Or
a good day.
that part, you could have like an Andrew Dice Clay voice.
Politicians, they suck. Have a good day.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see a movie where they do. Remember on the no clipping stuff we talked about before?
Oh yeah.
I think that'd make a cool horror film.
The back rooms or whatever.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
Haven't done that. I feel like I've done that.
I think the closest to that is Cube. If you guys ever seen that.
Or that one Slipknot music video. There's one where he's walking through a bunch of rooms and he doesn't really get out of the place.
Oh man, yeah, that's
It's
exactly it.
Dead Memories.
Yeah, no, that's totally.
I might just
Man, you know what? I know we're on Netflix and then off Netflix, but what good show that I liked on there a lot was Lock and Key, and that was a really cool show, man. It's like, dude, there's some really cool stuff in that show.
What's it about?
It's let me see, it's about this family that they acquire that I think that there's a family. The father's dead. They inherit a house that his family owned, and the house is like a old school house, like super huge. And it takes those old school like skeleton keys or those old school keys or whatever. And apparently, there's all these keys that you can find and collect in the house. And when you open a door, it's a door to something else. It might be a door to your mind. It might be a door to like being dead. It might be a door to like another place, like a portal. Like it's all these different keys and doors, and they learned how to, at one point how to make different keys. And yeah, there's like one key where they go into they're in some kind of void looking thing where there's a bunch of mirrors and stuff, and they get kind of like the mom gets lost. And the son goes in there. He gets a rope, takes a rope in there with him, and he goes in there to try to get her out. And there's all these mirrors and stuff in there. It's real weird and creepy, but that's a really good show. It's based on a comic.
It sounds awesome, dude.
There's 2 seasons. I think there's a 3rd season coming up, and it's like really, really good. I liked it a lot. There's been a couple of comic shows on Netflix. Like there's another one called Sweet Tooth that was a comic that I started checking out, but I never totally got into it. I was gonna get into it, but I ended up canceling my Netflix after I watched He-Man and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Always goes back to months.
Well, is it Bone Breaking Action chimed in? He said, looking now, Tube has the old and new V. I'm so happy. I'm gonna need some more pot, lol. That's funny.
Awesome. I thought about watching the original because I never, like you, T-Biz, it just looked too scary.
No, I want to see it now because I need to, man. I need to go back and see how cheesy it is so I can laugh.
It had the Beastmaster in it.
Yeah.
Beastmaster. The better He-Man.
Well, I want to compare the old original to the new one, see how different they are. Yeah.
I assume they are.
I think there were toys and stuff too that they had like a figure or doll or something, man, back in those days.
What? I think you're right. I do remember, Visitor.
Like super rare, like.
It's like, yeah, he goes right on. He was sitting right next to the Jumbo Kenner alien.
But that was the Walking Dead of back in the day, man. Everybody was talking about that movie. I mean that TV show.
And Bo Brick actually chimed in, hell yeah, Beastmaster. That's another movie. I've seen it, but it's been a long time. Like, it's like...
Oh, it's great.
It's been a while.
Basically take everything bad out of the Mochi movie, and you get Beastmaster. So basically,
that's one where I was like, why didn't they make action figures of that movie? You know?
Well, remember Kroll, that movie too. They didn't make any action.
Oh yeah, Kroll is awesome. Dude, I did some research into Kroll, and like the studios, they wanted that to be the next Star Wars. Did you guys know that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it totally wasn't.
Yeah, I don't. Looking back at that, I don't see it. Yeah, Star Wars is a unique, one of a kind, man. I mean, they had a lot of movies like that were kind of fantasy, but nobody could ever come that close. Even in the '80s, like nobody could really ever
I mean, if anything, it had the potential, dude. It was He-Man, but it should have been done better early on.
Yeah.
Kroll was the perfect example of trying to do going. Yeah, we could do that. In fact, I think a lot of their the people involved in the production they did work on Star Wars. A lot of the people, and they were like, yeah, we could totally do that, and then they couldn't. But I still like Kroll.
Oh man, I'm looking on Hulu, and remember that show we were watching, Dicktown? Overlord. Overlord, are you there, dude?
Did he no clip?
I don't know. He's probably getting a snack or something. Anyways, there's this funny show or cartoon called Dicktown. They got season 2 on there. I'm trying to.
It's all about Border Town.
But yeah, there's season 2 of Dicktown. Now I'm trying to find this one movie that I watched on there. Damn, I'm gonna have to try and find it again on Hulu. It was really good.
Horror, sci-fi, what was it?
It was sci-fi, but let me see if I can find
Sci-fi.
it. Movies for you. Let me see if I can find it.
Sci-fi. They got the Predator films on Tubi TV right now, so that's another one I've been wanting to check out.
Oh, they have Ghoulies on Hulu right now.
I need to get Tubi so I can watch the Predator.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Let's see. Predators, which I still need to watch that one. There is Dread, so I need to.
Dread was good. It was really good.
That's a different. That's not the Stallone.
No. This one, like the Stallone one, is campy compared to that one.
Let me see if I can find this one movie, dude. Like
Dread was like nitty gritty, man. It was almost realistic.
Oh man, I wish it would have saved it in my stuff, dude, but I guess it didn't. And it was damn. Let me see if I can find it in the keep watching section. I might still have it in here. Let me see.
I can't believe we're almost at an hour, guys.
Oh yeah, dude. We stream, we can do it. Let's see.
Time flies.
Let me see if you all. Man, what was that movie? It was so good on here. There's like.
What the heck? What was?
It was that one that had the wasp in it, man. That was like that D&D movie or whatever. Like it was like every part of the movie had a different director scene or whatever, and it had the guy that played Bull Shannon on Night Court was like the devil or Satan or game master or whatever.
Oh, dude, they're LARPing, right?
Not so much LARPing. Like the dude owns a supercomputer. He's got a girlfriend. He's on that computer. His girlfriend makes a comment like, "Oh, you're more into that, whatever, than me and all that." He's like, "I want you to marry me." She's like, "Oh, think whatever. I'm not this and that." And then they get sucked into this like Matrix thing in this alternate reality where he's like, they got to do all these like D&D missions, and Bull Shannon, the guy that played Bull Shannon, is like the Satan or whatever, or like the dungeon master guy or whatever, and and basically they got to go through all this crap and all these different like scenarios to get out of death and like fight demons and ghouls and little midget dwarf dudes and all kinds of apocalyptic stuff and just it's like all crazy. And they basically make it out at the end or whatever, but there's a scene with the metal band Wasp, and he's got to fight those guys or whatever, like basically like, and he's got
That's
this.
awesome.
He's got like this gauntlet. It's like a little gauntlet that like I can't remember if it can like talk or something. It's like a little computerized gauntlet thing. I guess it's supposed to be his supercomputer or whatever.
It's called the Dungeon Master.
It's Dungeon Master. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
and he can like shoot things with it and stuff. So let me find it.
So it's almost like the Nintendo power glove.
A little bit, yeah.
It sounds really cool, man. I may have seen it, but yeah, that's
that movie straight up the Dungeon Master. That's what it's called.
Dungeon Master. Okay, I gotta check it out.
It might not. It's called Dungeon Master, but it's got something else in the title besides that. Let me. Oh, dude, it's not showing up.
Might not be on there anymore.
Yeah, it might not be. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna look on Google. We'll get on Google.
It sounds pretty wild, man.
No, it's real cheesy, real bad, but it's really good, dude. Like it's one of those good B movies.
Yeah, like Deathgasm.
You're really good at whacking dudes off.
Oh yeah, the Dungeon Master. Yeah, it's 1984 sci-fi.
I gotta check that out. T-Biz, you gotta see Deathgasm, dude.
I think it's on Netflix.
You need to see that movie.
Yeah, you gotta see that.
Yeah, I've never seen it, man.
Poser until you see that.
You guys have been
enjoy it.
you guys have been talking about that movie forever. Like,
Yeah, it's 2016.
it's on Netflix, I guess. I thought it was on Hulu, but yeah.
I think it's on Tubi TV also. But look, Overlord and we like Bone Tomahawk. That may not be something that you might appreciate, but Deathgasm, 100%, because you understand music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a music guy, so you would totally dig that.
Yeah, Bonebreak actually chimed in on that one, and he was like, "Fighting Wasp, WTF?" And then Richard Mull was the guy, yeah, that played Bull Shannon or whatever.
Fighting Wasp.
No, that's a good movie. I guess I did. Maybe I did see it on Netflix. Man, I thought it was Hulu. I could have swore it was Hulu though, but they might have had it on Hulu for a while.
I almost think my dad watched that on TV recently. That Dungeon Master.
Yeah, I want to see the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie.
Don't talk, watch. Don't talk, watch. Please don't want to get money. I know that movie. It's got Mastodon as the freaking theater food in the beginning.
I've seen it a long time ago, and then I bought it off of eBay, and it was a bad copy. So
what is it? It's if I see you videotaping this movie, Satan will rain down your throat with hot acid and dissolve your testicles and turn your guts into snakes. I know the words to that whole song is so dumb. I'm like, this is great.
That's an awesome TV
My
show.
introduction to Aqua Teen Hunger Force was that opening. The opening of that movie. Me and my friend Nathan were up late, and that was on Cartoon Network, and Mom came out and changed the channel. I'm like, what do you do that for? They were playing metal, and it was snapping.
Did you ever play the video game on PlayStation where I think it was like a golf game?
No.
I heard that was pretty fun.
Oh, it was good? Oh, I was expecting it to be crap. No, the only golf game I ever played was Carnival Games Mini Golf on the Wii. Carnival Games Mini Golf. The guy has no arms, but he has hands that float around his body.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what is with these designs where they can't just put the arms on, man? What the... It's like, I have no arms.
Well, it's so you could see more, right?
Possibly so. Yeah, possibly so.
So the arms don't get in the way.
In cutscenes, they didn't have arms. I'm like...
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's because of the vision. Yeah, but... Yeah, no, I hear you. It's weird.
It's like you can see their hand and their body, but no arm in between. Oh. Just that hand's floating around where I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah, Bonebreak actually chimed in again. I mentioned your channel for a second time, or second on my last video. Yeah, I need to hit up your channel, man. It's been a while, dude. I need to get on there. My bad, dude. I'm really bad about that sometimes, but yeah, also to anybody who hasn't, who's watching, which isn't, I don't think many people right now, but even Vampire, because Vampire loves some good wrestling stuff. Go to Bone Breaking Action. He's in the comments right now. Go to his channel, subscribe, because he's got some awesome stop motion wrestling stuff. That's awesome. It's hilarious with
Oh,
the
nice.
with the old
Nice.
school like Hasbro wrestlers and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I ended up picking up the Bushwhackers because of him on eBay, and then I ordered that new set from Mattel, the retro figures that has like Mr. T and Mean Gene and stuff, Mean Gene Okerlund and stuff. So yeah,
What? They're remaking them? What are you talking about? Like,
yeah, dude, it's they did a retro set. Mattel did like the Hasbro ones and stuff with
really?
the little action features. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the ones that like they have the little gimmick, kind of like He-Man did back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Huh? I
But
didn't
they're
know.
they're pretty valuable, man. They're like not. I mean, they're like you can find lots of them on eBay, but they're not cheap. And only two I could pick up with the Bushwhackers, man, and that was it. Like, but like
Wow.
If you came to a toy show up here, you could buy a Venom for probably $50.
well, a few years ago, I don't know about now, but yeah,
Yeah. Wow. So they're in high demand, huh?
yeah, you go on eBay, man. They're not cheap, man. But
Anything made of plastic is in high demand because people are in denial.
Holy crap! So you got the Bushwhackers. How cool is that? Luke and Butch, cousin Luke and Butch. they,
mm-hmm.
they used to be very violent and vicious before they went to the WWF. They were kind of scary. I mean, if you saw them in a match, you're gonna see blood. That's how they used to be. And then they became like a fan favorite, crowd favorite,
Yeah,
family friendly kind of thing. And
when you
remember
their shot on Undertaker, you didn't need that much nightmare fuel.
Yeah, but that came way later though.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, probably one of the last figures they made. They probably did. They made. Yeah, I'm sure they made an Undertaker figure for.
That old line.
Yeah, and then Mountie probably. It's another one around that time. The Mountie.
I'm Canadian.
Yeah. He was cool. To me, he was kind of like the Sergeant Slaughter of the time, because Slaughter had turned for Iraq during those years.
He's an actual sergeant. I didn't know.
Is he?
I don't know.
I heard that he was, but some people have, I think, debated that. I don't know. I don't know if it was a gimmick or if it was real, but yeah. Sergeant Slaughter.
I mean, with a name like that, the enemy should just turn and quit.
Right? But no, he's awesome. I remember him from
Father choke slammed two dudes at the same time. Wow. They were like these young black dudes, like hip hop dudes. They're trying to act all tough. He comes out, picks them both up, slams them on the ground, and the match is over. I'm like, wow, that was all 10 seconds.
You saw that sometime?
It was on TV. It was they did a special where they brought back a bunch of old school guys.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that didn't last very long is there's this blonde, like skinny guy with tight blue pants, like kind of prancing around a bit. And that's George the Animal Steel. It's what is it? It's me versus Beast from X-Men. Yeah, he got like Animal Steel took him out in like 10 seconds too. He like charged him, flipped him over, and the dude landed on his back, and it was over.
Well, what was Animal Steel's finisher? Do you know?
Whatever he did to that guy, because he obviously didn't have time to waste doing anything else.
I wonder what he was known for his finisher.
That dude was hairy as all get out. His back was like a freaking mane.
Well, that was his gimmick, you know,
and he had like a green tongue. I'm like,
yeah.
Man, what's that other wrestling league that's out right now, dude?
WC or
No.
W.
No.
No. It's you go to the toy store, you see it next to the WWE figures.
AEW, that's the other one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I've seen some cool matches on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this other dude that's on there. It's kind of like I forgot his name, but he's kind of like a dark dude, man. He was pretty cool. I saw some video where he was talking to Sting or whatever, and he was just like they're kind of going back and forth. But I can't remember his name. But he's kind of like a dark dude. What was it? Bum Reaction chimed in. George Steele, Flying Chicken Wing, and AEW as the new federation. Yeah.
Flying Chicken Wing.
Flying
I gotta look that up because I can't even.
Yeah, I have to look that up.
What the hell does that look like? What is that? A flying chicken?
I was gonna say
I was thinking that's like something with your arms, like some kind of clothesline or something. I don't know. Like, yeah.
I can't. I know. You know,
talk about dark man.
the Red Rooster had a chicken wing. You know.
There's a wrestler called the Red Rooster.
Yeah, dude. That was That's crazy. Yeah.
I've heard everything. I need no more. I'm just imagining a dude with a leotard and a chicken.
You said put him in a hammerlock and then pick him up.
Yeah, it's the same move. That's what the Red Rooster did too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the exact same finisher. It should be. Yeah, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Flying chicken wing.
Overlord, you gotta see the Red Rooster, man. You look him up, and it's Terry Taylor. I believe.
Oh God. I'll look this dude up quick.
Oh wow! Bone Breaking Action said his mom dated the Red Rooster. No lie.
What?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Terry Taylor. Wow.
Premium Toy Collect. Oh, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? You just popped in.
Was this WWF, the Red Rooster?
Yeah, WWF, yeah. So his mom dated Terry Taylor? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a crazy world, yeah.
Well, what is that? Hacksaw Jim Dugan lives like 10 minutes from here.
I know, it's a small world, right?
That's crazy.
Danny Trejo was in the area recently.
Why? Why?
The only...
They were filming a movie up here.
Oh, well.
Why? That's crazy.
So we needed someplace desolate. That's
Hey, have you ever met a professional wrestler? Like, have you ever seen one?
I think when we were at the Wizard World, I think Triple H was there and we walked by his table.
Was it?
This guy looks like Foghorn Leghorn. He looks like Foghorn Leghorn looking mofo right now.
When he does his interviews, he starts with the, cock-a-doodle-doo. Yeah. And then in the ring, he cocks the head like a rooster.
That sounds familiar, man. That sounds kind of familiar. Yeah.
Hey, T, I know you were a big dude, but when you saw Triple X, you had to have felt small.
I just remember seeing him, and I remember being like, I've seen that dude before, and I was like, I knew who he was, but I wasn't like, I was just like, that's one of those dudes, man. I was just like,
I'm a small guy.
Because that was the thing about Wizard World was there was a lot of celebrities there, dude, and it was just like, wow. Well, it's like you turn your head, there's Lou Ferrigno, then there was like Ernie Hudson, and there was like the dad from Teen Wolf, and then there was like then there was Gil Gerard from Buck Rogers, and then there was like some chick that was in or like two hot chicks that were in the Centipede movie or whatever, the Human Centipede, and then there were like there was just all kinds of people there. I was just like, this is kind of interesting, and it wasn't even like later on that weekend, that's when all the real celebrities, like bigger ones, started showing up and stuff, like Adam West and stuff like that. Like I guess he was drunk that day, that's why he didn't show up or whatever. And
They got her, Robin.
yeah. Oh, Crash Man just popped in. What's up, man? Randy Orton used to come into his work. Oh, that's cool, man.
Randy Orton used to come into what?
Crashman 27's job, his work. Yeah,
Whoa,
that,
that's crazy.
that's cool.
What was his work? Did you work at the WWE or what?
I don't know. We'll see if he answers us back in the comments, man. Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
That is crazy.
That'd be cool to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Haku at the airport one time, and so did my mom. And the guy was huge. I mean, it looked like literally a human mountain.
Oh wow.
And what's crazy is when you watch the show and stuff like on TV,
Yeah.
he doesn't look that big. You know, compared to like Hulk Hogan or Andre the Giant or Big Boss Man or those guys, he doesn't look that big. But when I saw him in person, I was like, holy crap, that's a
What
person.
is it? My neighbor worked at a restaurant north of here in Lake George, and one day Alice Cooper was in there.
Well, that's cool.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, Crash Man said he came into his gas station that he manages. So yeah, cool.
Oh, wow.
Randy's got to drive too.
I just saw a figure of that dude today, anyways, at the Target. So yeah, man, that's crazy. I was like,
Oh, I remember. What is it? The local friend who shall not be named for privacy reasons is bumped in this one.
oh wow, Elizabeth Bumbreak actually said I manage a sleazy motel, and one time Slick Rick got a room. Oh, that's cool. So the rapper Slick Rick, Crash Man, dude, I met Alice Cooper at my local mall. Oh, that's cool.
At a Walmart? Wow.
No, at local mall.
Oh, I was going to say at a Walmart.
I was gonna say Alice Cooper gets out. He doesn't just hang out on the tour bus. He's pretty. He's an actual human being. He's not full of himself. He's pretty cool. My photography teacher from college, he met him too.
I liked him in Wayne's World.
Oh yeah, he's all like busting down like super knowledge to them and stuff. It was funny.
Yeah.
We're not worthy. I've never met anyone famous. I've had dreams about meeting famous people that come into my store and look at the candles, but it's never happened.
TJ Maxx or whatever.
Yeah. It's like I was working and then, who is it, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath standing there looking at candles, and then I'm like, what the?
I'm super not into celebrities or anything, but if you could choose one person, who would it be that you could meet in person?
Keith David.
Sit down with them and,
Keith
have
David.
a good conversation.
Keith David.
I don't know, man. It's like you should never want to really meet your heroes, but let me see.
Keith David, I heard, is super duper cool. So that's why I say Keith David.
I'd like to meet Henry Rollins, but I would just like to meet him, just shake his hand or whatever. I wouldn't want to just be like all, say some stupid shit, which usually comes out of my mouth really easily, and I'd just be like.
I was gonna say I don't think you two have the see eye to eye on politics 100% of the time.
Oh no, that's not totally true. I don't think that's 100% true because, but not 100%, man. Not 100%.
No. Well, I feel like I already did that when I met Bruce Lee in my dreams. So
Bruce Lee.
it felt real. So I'll take
Well,
it
if
back.
we're talking about people who aren't around anymore, mine would be Dio.
Oh,
Ronnie James Dio, yeah.
Yeah, look out!
It'd be cool to meet Chuck Schuldiner of Death. That would have been cool. Yeah.
Chuck Schuldiner.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, a lot of the dudes I'd like to meet, with the exception of Blackie Lawless from Wasp, were not, kind of dickheaded. Blackie Lawless seems like he could be.
Is our scale kind of small because none of us said something like, I don't know, like Cleopatra or Napoleon or.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
In
I don't know,
history,
man.
who would I want to meet?
Who
Yeah,
we were talking about that I don't like, was it Nostradamus or whatever?
Nostradamus, are you gonna chew him out? Are you?
He's stressing everybody out.
Well, what is it? The Mayans did it first, and then he did. No, what is it? I don't know anyone in history that'd be like really cool to.
Joan of Arc. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely not Vlad the Impaler. I wouldn't want to become a shish kebab.
but we could answer a whole lot of questions, just by if you really did it. You know what I mean?
So, do you drink blood? Want to find out? No.
Well, it's all this here is Socrates. That's all.
Socrates.
Was it a Bill and Ted or whatever?
Socrates.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They did that.
when they take Napoleon to the water park and he goes to get the ice cream and stuff. Yeah.
Right. He was a jerk.
You and the papoose.
You had the small man's complex.
Oh man.
I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen that in forever, dude. Man.
I watched it a couple years ago. It was really fun.
What was it? 1, 2, and then
there's the new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The new one was pretty good. It was minus Rufus, of course, which sucks, but
right.
I haven't been able to bring myself to watch the new one. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know.
The new one's pretty good. It's got what's the Mastodon Lamb of God in it.
Right on.
If you don't watch it, I don't think you're missing out on it. But if
I don't think it's necessary.
Right. But
it wrapped things up.
I had fun with it, but yeah, 1 I like 2 for some reason.
2's not bad. I haven't seen it in a long time though, so I barely remember it.
I think 2 is the one I saw the most. Is that the one with the Grim Reaper in it?
Yeah, because he kind of steals the show.
Where they're all like playing board games and stuff, or like playing like Battleship or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
it's all death on base.
Delta 3.
That's the one I've seen the most. That's got Kiss in it too.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone like from history that's famous that I would like to meet. Maybe Charles Dickens. I don't know. Bram Stoker. I don't know.
What was it? What's his name? The Barnum and Bailey guy, P.T. Barnum. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I just there's an audio book. There's an audio book I found on here that he wrote or whatever. It's like I don't know. It's called The Art of Getting Money or something like getting money or whatever. But it's about like not like squandering your dough or whatever and stuff. And I was like that's helpful because that's, and
I feel like anyone I'd meet in ancient times would kill me in like 5 minutes.
well, like like
behead him,
Genghis Khan or somebody, or Attila the Hun or whatever. Or like,
I'm not stupid and pick someone like that, but yes.
Or was it Caligula? That's all.
Well, honestly, that's almost like picking a velociraptor or something like that, right?
It's like I'll just pick Vlad the Impaler and be done with it.
Oh yeah, I was like when I talked about having a dragon as a pet or whatever or something, and then
your freaking Blackbeard or whatever.
Yeah, they'd all kill you in a heartbeat.
It's like Blackbeard wore a bandolier with pistols. He had 6 pistols and was a big, scary-looking mother trucker.
Who he had fear tactics as part of his, normal.
He was like a Boba Fett type guy too. He was hired to be.
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude makes Boba Fett look even lamer up until like recent years, where they expanded his character because, damn. No, it's like go back in time. It's like, oh hi, Alexander the Great. It's like, no, that sucks. I feel like the only one I could go back in time and meet, and they wouldn't try to kill me, is Jesus. But then I'd be killed by the Romans.
Jesus.
It's like I feel like he'd be the only one that wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna cut your head off now.
Yeah,
I could go back in time. That would be the guy to ask all the questions.
that would be an interesting choice. You know, someone like Jesus or Gautama, Siddhartha, or or any of those guys. Yeah, religious figures like that.
Or go back and
Or
meet some of
Buddhist.
the old school yogis. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be
right.
kind of cool.
Yeah, they probably look at you like, no, you guys you messed up.
Where did you get these clothes?
Like, just take one look at you and go, yeah, you guys totally messed up. I can tell by
What
your
is a
face.
smartphone? And it's just like, oh man, go back in time and meet. Bring T-Biz back in time to meet Native Americans and be like, he thinks you're Mexicans, right? And then they'll all scalp him.
Or go back to like the Aztecs and Mayan times or whatever when the Spaniards were all going over there.
On the top of a pyramid.
Meet Chris.
That's what kills me, because T-Biz and I, and actually shout out to Strudelman, Brian Starner, we got into a discussion about this because T-Biz said Brave Star was like, what, Hispanic or whatever. And me and Starner were like, he's Native American. You're like, it's the same thing. I'm like, no, the Hispanic ones rip your heart out. The American ones scalp you. There's a difference. I told my dad that, I'm like, I'd like to see him say that to a tribe of Apaches and see how long he lasts. It's like,
we are almost at an hour and 30. This is probably a good place.
Yeah, I guess we could call it one, man. Yeah. Well, hey, we got to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Premium Toy Collective. You showed up late, man, but yeah, it is a late night and no notice. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Crashman27, Crashman, and Bone Breaking Action always, man. Very cool, brother. But yeah, thanks, and El Tenda, even though he had to go to bed, huh?
Who would win in a fight, Aztecs, Apaches, or reptile people? You decide in the comments below. We'll find out who stayed in to watch this for the long run when this thing is posted, if they answer that question.
Well, I don't know how the comments work, but sometimes I don't know, because I don't think they stay up completely. Was it that was fun? Gonna go watch that V. Oh, right on, man.
Awesome.
Well,
Cool.
we know who he votes for. Lizard people 1, everyone else is zip.
Crashman, have a good night, everybody. Have a good night, man. Cool.
Laters.
Later, y'all. Have a good one.